I am back! What it do, baby?
Bon dia. After an extremely long battle with FamilyTreeDNA, I finally got my results. But these results are kinda
weird.
I've done so many companies, but this one just ticks me off. Not only did they take almost a year to get back to me, but they gave me noticeably inaccurate regions and percentages. Let's jump right in. My largest macro region is Asia, which is accurate since I'm half Indian, but the percentage is high by about 4 to 6%. Bruh. Hear me out. My father is 100% Indian, which means I would have received about 49 to 50% Indian DNA from him. And the most recent Ancestry DNA update revealed that my mom was actually 1% Indian, which means I would have received 0 to 1% Indian DNA from her. So for a DNA company to be the most accurate in this case, it would need to have me between 49 and 51% Indian in order to be accurate, just like Ancestry DNA or 23andMe. So they definitely need to tweak their algorithm a little bit.
Do you concur? Concur with me. What, sir?
However, they were still in the right ballpark, so it's not completely inaccurate. Also, I found it real interesting that they split up India into Eastern and Western India because all the other companies pretty much did Northern and Southern India. And I kind of vibe. My next largest region is Africa, which is still consistent with all the other companies because all of the other companies pretty much had the same macro regions for me. My largest percentage is always Asian, the next largest is African, the next is European, and then the next is my homeland. We got Liberia and Ivory Coast at 9%. That's kind of new. We got Nigeria at 3%. Hey, Shakara, Owibu, what's good? We got Senegal, Ghana, and Guinea-Bissau at 3%. I hope I pronounced that last one right. I'm pretty sure I did it wrong. Correct me if I didn't.
Hamburger.
Oh, then we got Guinea and Sierra Leone at less than 1%. I'll take it.
You all the men, huh? You all the men.
Ooh, now I got the Horn of Africa percentages. It's Eritrea, Northern Ethiopia, and Somalia. Yeah, I really like this because I never got these regions before, and I actually know quite a bit of history from that area concerning everything from coffee to Christianity to ancient aliens, not to mention
I'm the captain now.
And lastly, I have East Africa at 2%, specifically the Western Lake Victoria Basin. This is one of Africa's Great Lakes, so I really, really like this, and it's just another excuse for me to visit there eventually. Now, I do think my overall African percentage is a bit low from this company, but considering the fact that they overestimated the Asian DNA, this isn't really surprising. Now, here is where things got interesting, irritating, and satisfying all at the same time. Now, for those of you who are not new to this channel, you know I'm half Dominican with nearly 20% Spanish DNA, as identified by the other DNA companies. Which makes sense because my great-grandmother is directly from Spain, so she bumped up my family's Spanish DNA from what it otherwise would have been from the other Spanish colonizers centuries ago. But FamilyTreeDNA only gave me 12% European. And look at this, 10% of that 12% is from Ireland.
Crazy.
That's my Western European DNA, Ireland. There's no Spanish, no Iberia, no Portuguese, it's Ireland. Now don't get me wrong, I've always told all my friends that if I were to get a non-Southern European country, or should I just say a non-Spanish country, this was before I even took my first Ancestry test, I always said Ireland would have been that country I would have wanted in my DNA results, but not at the expense of my Spanish DNA.
Spanish. I am a multicultural individual. I am in here doing whatever I want.
And then I got 3% from Eastern Europe. Eastern Slavic to be more precise. I find this very cool, especially since I've dabbled in some languages over there. Actually just one, Bulgarian, but that's not necessarily, you know, for that region specifically. But yeah, I definitely wish FamilyTreeDNA could have been a bit more specific with my European ancestry. Next up is my favorite part because it's pretty much brand new and I've always wanted it. We got the Middle East and Northern Africa at 8%. I love the Arabic language, the culture, the region, the people, the history, it all intrigues me, so I really like to see this. And look at this, looks like I got Anatolia, Armenian,
There's people that are dying,
and Mesopotamian at 5%. This, I like it. I like it. They got me at 4% Maghreb and Egypt, which is that entire region stretching from Morocco to Egypt, of course, so I find that really interesting because Ancestry DNA and 23andMe did not pick up on any Middle Eastern DNA or Northern African DNA for me, but it kind of makes sense considering they didn't include Spanish DNA for me at all on these results, which means maybe the Spanish DNA that I'm supposed to have here is really that Moroccan or Maghreb DNA that, you know, from the Moors crossing over to Spain centuries ago. But I've actually gotten that a lot. Some people tell me I do look Egyptian, but I mean, then again, I get Dominican, Indian, Black, Mulatto, Atlantean, sometimes Japanese. Just kidding. If you know, you know. Check out my 23andMe results. But yeah, I pretty much just have that ambiguous look to me. But hey, if we add the Northern African DNA to my overall African DNA percentage, it is at 26%, which is exactly what Ancestry DNA has me at. So looks like they are a little bit more accurate in that sense now. Now, my smallest macro region is the Americas, which is expected. They got me at 2%, which makes me happy because I'm glad they were even able to link me to that region. But I do wish it was a bit more specific to Dominican Republic like Ancestry DNA was. But I like Central America. I fucks with the Mayans. In all, if we split up the Middle Eastern DNA into Asia and then the Northern African DNA for Africa, they have me at 60% Asian, 26% African, 12% European, and 2% Taino. So yeah, despite the inaccuracies like the overestimated Asian DNA, the lack of Southern European countries that I should have in there, or the very low Taino percentage that I really wish was higher, but I guess it's not really that much of an inaccuracy in this case, I give FamilyTreeDNA an overall grade of a C. Not too bad, not too good. Ate logo.